Accor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cincinnati Bengals. On the Tampa sideline, it's head coach Todd Bowles. His team fired up and ready for this one. On the other side, it's the Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Tarico, Greg Olson with you. The Bengals at home. The jungle is rocking. The Bucs, the visitors. And off we go from Cincinnati. And he will be stopped at the 25-yard line. So that's where this opening drive of the game will begin. Baker Mayfield brings the Buccaneers out. Greg, he's 31 now, year 9 in the league. Former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma back in 2018.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you. I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. It's second down. It's Otten in motion. They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 11. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jalen McMillan, what he was looking for there. And it'll bring up second down. McMillan, the man in motion. Second down throw for Mayfield. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So these screen plays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Time for Joe Cool. Joe Burrow brings the Bengals out. His 7th season, Greg, man, led the NFL in passing yardage and touchdowns in that terrific season a couple of years ago.
Yeah, one of the more interesting careers in the NFL, Mike. I mean, there is no question. Joe Burrow's as good, if not the best quarterback, the best pure quarterback in football. Now, there's been some health issues. He's had a couple injuries that have kept him off the field for an extended period of time. And then really you got to look on the defensive side of the ball. Can they make the improvements defensively to just keep the scores down a little? Because the way they operated last year and the handful of starts that Joe Burrow was healthy, the offense was awesome, but it's hard to go into every game thinking you got to score 30 to have a chance.
Forced to his right. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And mark him down up beyond the 30. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
The 31-yard line.
Brown.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
At the 27-yard line.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, what a catch there. He pulled it in one-handed.
Catching the ball with one hand used to be a big deal. Everybody used to get all excited over these big splash highlight plays, but I feel like now we've kind of become numb to it. It's expected. This is what we're accustomed to seeing every single week, and I'll tell you what, they make it look easy.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
On is the punter, Rico, and he sends it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Buccaneers offense heading out. Their offensive coordinator is Zach Robinson. Zach, the OC for the Falcons last couple of years before moving here in the division to the Bucs back in January. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Bengals have got it. And he is out of bounds, but his guys are going to take over possession of the football. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
Here's Brown. Nothing. Net at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Here we go. Burrow here on 2nd down. Open man, downfield. Chase has it. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down.
Jamar Chase, Mike, when you look across the league, not only clearly one of the best wide receivers, I think for what it's worth, he's one of the best all-around players in the entire league. And what was a difficult season just a year ago for Cincinnati, the injury to Joe Burrow, some of the lineup changes, didn't really matter who was behind center. Jamar Chase continues to be one of the top receivers in all of football.
Trying to get it to Jamar Chase. 2nd down. They'll run it here. It's Samaje Perine. He's trying to push his way forward, but there's nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage. Here's a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. 4th down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. This about as short as you can get. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. And their 2 drives so far not good. Punt, lost fumble. Trying to make amends here on drive number 3. first and 10. Here's Baker. A short one there to Otten. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down. Baker going to give it to Irving. Defense all over that one. They'll come up with a stop, and it's no gain.
No gain on the play.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Out to his right, taking off. He's twisted down, and a late flag comes in. We're going to get a face mask added on here.
Face mask. Defense.
Go, let's go! Down at the 12. It's first and 10. They'll run with Irving. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Brought down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
On play action, Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the board. Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
And he just does manage to get rid of this one. Hounded by the defense. They nearly got him. Incomplete, setting up third down. From the gun, it's Mayfield.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
On fourth down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. This about as short as you can get. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Bengals offense heading back out. You see their offensive coordinator, Dan Pitcher. Pitcher in his 3rd season as the OC in Cincinnati.
Here we go.
They go play action for Burrow. Pass caught. Gesicki on the right. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
A carry here for Brown. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Now inside the 25. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going first and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Here we go.
Burrow now. Chase in the end zone. Cincinnati touchdown. Burrow to Chase. Do it again for Cincy. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals take a 10-3 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Irvin, and he's going to struggle to get that to the line. Maybe a yard. Jonathan Allen, the big man from the interior, with the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 27.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. They send Godwin in motion. That's caught left side by Otten. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here they come for 3rd and 1. The handoff, it's Irving. Oh, the defense beats him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down. It's Riley Dixon coming on now. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10.
I'm one, right?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and it'll be second down.
On the coverage.
Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Brown.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Third down, and they need 7. Now, faking the give. Hit as he throws. That one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good third down stop, and it sets up 4th down. They'll send out the punt team, and the kick's away. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Buccaneers offense back onto the field for their next possession. Great first weekend of football underway around the NFL. This day, so many of us look forward to more good stuff ahead later tonight. Cowboys and the Giants. We've seen that often on week 1. It always delivers that divisional rivalry. John Harbaugh's Giants debut. 8:20 Eastern for that. And then another division game tomorrow night. Denver at KC. Remember, the Broncos snapped the Chiefs' 9-straight-year run of winning the AFC West title. Right back to Irving. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. McMillan comes in motion. On 2nd down, Baker will try and set up the tight end screen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Slot man gonna move in motion left. And the throw on 3rd down gonna be incomplete.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
And he'll get a few yards on this return, a pass, the 15-yard line. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
2nd down, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase.
And those numbers tell a lot of the story of this first half, don't they, Mike? I mean, it's easy to see why he was a central piece in this game plan, and he makes another grab there to add to this growing stat line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosibas. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
The tackle by Kalijah Cansey. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. Now Burrow on the bootleg. And he'll finally just get rid of this one. Didn't want to take a chance. Good decision. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped them behind the line. Fourth down coming up. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This from an even 50 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
There's a reception for Chris Godwin. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
13 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
They'll run it. It's Irvin. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Boye Mafe getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a second consecutive time.
The last thing you want to do here, Mike, in third and a mile is make a bad situation worse. Get the ball out of your hand, pick up as much yardage as you can, and just think about it as adding to that fourth down punt. But they take a sack, and now it's 4th and 2 miles.
Here's their punter now. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense are going to get set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A run, it's P-Run. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
On the tackle.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 4.
At the 36-yard line.
On the ground, this is P-Run. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. The punt team out there for the 2nd time, and that kicks away. A fair catch signal, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Bucs offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's the former Memphis Tiger, Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Jordan Battle up for his safety spot, makes the play.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Give. This is Irving. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. The rookie from Texas A&M. There to bring him down. Come to the line. 3rd down and 5. Throwing is Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 37 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job. Remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Harder that time. There to make the play. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 9. Here's Gainwell. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Second down throw for Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving.
Mayfield's pass complete to Bucky Irving.
It is 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Mayfield. Toward the middle of the field. That time, incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
15-yard line.
Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. They'll run here with Brown. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down back at the 12-yard line.
I'm wondering.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Burrow here on 2nd down. Look wide. Get this one complete. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
Next to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
On the move left. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot. And at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
Here's Ryan Rico now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. it's a short field.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the Bengals
1st and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Baker to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw is Mayfield. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. Into space. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Bengals.
And I think this defense knows if their team's going to go anywhere this year, they are going to have to be the tone setters. And I'll tell you, you can't ask for a better statement right here in the season opener than the interception and return it for a touchdown. They know they have a lot of pressure on them this year. They feel it. But to deliver a big play in week 1, it's a heck of a way to start.
McPherson now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bengals move out in front by the score of 17-3.
Buccaneers 3.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. And they're not going to try to snap it. That'll be enough for this, and we'll bring the first half to a close.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. 2nd half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Charlie Jones now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
On the carry is P-Rock. Oh, yeah. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And the rush, too strong. They're in a flash for the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Burrow fires quick to Higgins. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Up.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down. On now the punt team, and this one's on its way. And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. Bucks ball and Bucky Irving. And the Tampa offense returns to the field. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. They'll run back out of Syracuse. Sean Tucker. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
That is on the 6-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
They face second down and 7. A run with Gainwell. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes third down.
At the 11-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Mayfield. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off first and 10.
Here we go.
Here's P-Rock. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Makes it third and 7.
Throwing is Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosivon. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
Less than a yard.
try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again. The Bengals out and ready to punt as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today.
The Bucs take over first.
The Buccaneers offense ready to get back at it. And they are still searching for that first touchdown of the game. Greg, this defense that they're going against has been like a brick wall.
And especially this front seven. And listen, Mike, we all know this is a passing league. But what you want to do is you want to at least be unpredictable on offense, meaning you want to be in what they call 50-50 downs. I got an equal opportunity to both run or pass based on the down and distance. When you have nothing to show for on first and second down on the ground, you find yourself in must-pass scenarios, and you're playing right into the hands of the defense.
He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Barrett, harder that time. There to make the play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Mayfield. He's going to keep it himself. And he looks like he's going to pick up the first down. Indeed, he will as he gets it by about a yard.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
From the 33,
line.
here's 2nd and 7. It's Otten in motion. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
Made at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Baker. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And it is recovered by the Bengals. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds. From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 6. And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false start. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
Evan McPherson on for the field goal.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to take over once again. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this has got to be a tough feeling.
Yeah, we've never spoken to a team before their Week 1 matchup where they didn't tell us this is the best training camp they've ever had, it's the best roster they've ever had. I mean, how many times have we heard that? So in this case, though, Mike, I think you have to be careful that you don't overcorrect. Of course, this did not go according to plan. This is not what they've been building to through their entire offseason schedule, but it's still also just one game. So don't throw everything in the garbage and start all over. Don't throw out all the hard work from the previous offseason. Stay the course, fix what went wrong, improve, and move on to Week 2.
Trying to hook up with Cade Otton that time around. And third down coming up. Mayfield to throw. He'll try to run for it. And he brings this one across midfield. He's down inside the 45.
Taken down at the 40.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
At the 41. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 41. Here's second down. To throw is Mayfield. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Flush to his right. Taking off. He'll try to get there. Defense cannot corral him. He takes it down inside the 30.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up first down.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On second down, Baker. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? That's Ibuka in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers are back within 2 scores. McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. First and 10.
On one, ready?
Now it's Hero. Oh, a loose football. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
It's Otten in motion. On first down is Mayfield. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal. The 1-yard line.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. Irving. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa.
Mike, I can't tell you how many times I've heard offensive line coaches, run game coordinators, they stand up there and they tell these backs, we're going to try to get a hat on a hat. We're going to try to keep as many of these guys off you as we can, but we can't block them all. You need to be your own blocker as a running back down on the goal line. Hit it, no hesitation, run with pad level and power, and punch it in.
Jones now on the return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Bengals offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. 180. Shot.
Here's Burrow. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Short one here to Hudson. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Gun. Shot. 180.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Burrow. Oh, they get the takeaway they needed. It is intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he sets his guys up with a short field and a chance to tie up this game.
And it's just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27.
They send Godwin in motion. 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That's to the left side. Caught by McMillan. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. On the ground, Gainwell. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
McMillan, the man in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. On the ground, it's Brown. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
At the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
All right, ready?
They face 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow to throw. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
To throw is Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins. The 2nd effort going to get him the 1st down. Looked like he might be stopped short, but he was able to break free and take it beyond the marker.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard
And at this stage of the game, every 1st down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D-tackle is just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Buccaneers offense headed back to take over once more. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
That's Ibuka in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
On 2. Here we go.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Burrow.
32-yard line.
Get it out quickly to Higgins. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Number 5.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Sean Robinson. He's pinned to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And that could prove to be a big one, because if he misses, it's still a 1-possession game.
Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And they finally get him down, but not before he's inside the 20. What a return. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, They don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense. Great job there by the defensive lineman. You can see, Mike, why he is one of the best interior players in the entire league, using his strength and his speed to get through into the backfield, take the running back down for a loss.
Here we go.
Second down, Burrow. They'll work this out wide to P-Rock. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
That's a gain of 8.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Third down and 3 coming up.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The defensive pressure was stifling, forced him to throw it away, and it brings up fourth down.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball. Put that one a little bit more on the money. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Buccaneers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. On the handoff, it's Irvin. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
McMillan comes in motion. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kyle Duggar. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Take over 1st and 10.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. And this has been the start of the season you hope for. You held serve at home, have the lead here in the 4th quarter, and now it's all about bleeding down that clock. On first down, Burrow. That's taken in by the running back, P-Rock. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On the ground, this is P-Rock. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
A run, it's P-Rock. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
The 6-yard line.
And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
On 1, ready?
Here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That is caught to the goal line. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Buccaneers 13.
The kickoff team is out of the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 2. We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball. And that's what he's done in this one. Here's Irving. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From 29, here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Right back to Irving. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
And before the snap, clock is ticking down, and we reach the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll air it out deep. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
McMillan, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6. But to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
McPherson now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Bengals are able to extend the lead.
Buccaneers 13. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is taken in at the goal line. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense heading back out. Take a look at their upcoming schedule over the next few weeks. They'll be home for Cleveland, then home once more for Minnesota, and then it'll be a 3rd straight home game, something you don't see too often, but they will absolutely take. McMillan comes in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
Yards to go.
Throwing is Mayfield. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play It's fourth down.
Dixon in punt formation for Tampa Bay.
Here's Dixon's punt on the way. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long.
On one, ready?
A carry here for Brown. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Loss of a yard.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
And nothing doing here. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
So this one in the win column for the Bengals. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.